Welcome everyone to the another video. It's Jira Bro and good news. So you remember that I was talking about having the new navigation, new UI coming to Jira, how is it going to look like and everything else. Good thing is that you can test this out right away and you can start using the new navigation right away. So first of all, I'm going to leave this link in the description of the video so you can actually see and what you need to actually scroll down in this section where it says what's involved. Now, the thing is, that basically what you actually need to do is to have the Chrome extension, and the very thing to understand here is that this extension you can only use in the Chrome browsers, and there's no support for Internet Explorer doesn't really exist anymore, so it's Edge. So I don't know why Internet Explorer is actually in there. Safari and any other browsers like Opera and some stuff like that. So the first step is to open the Chrome extension, right? So I already have this extension enabled, and this is from the Brave browser. Now, the good thing is that this extension can actually work with the Brave browser, because Brave browser is kind of based on Chrome, but everything is all about the privacy enhancements, like the embedded ad blocker, the embedded tracker blockers, and all of that good stuff that actually keeps all of the unnecessary junk away from your browser's cache and everything else. So in order for this to work, so you would actually need to enable this extension here. Once you actually do that, that extension will be included in here, and it says JNR Chrome plugin. So you're gonna have that one in there, and basically that is it. Once you actually enable this, and when you go to your Jira instance, you actually need to have this enabled. Now, as you can see, some of the things actually have changed, but from the very first start, you will actually notice this search bar and this create button are not, definitely, they're not aligned, and it looks like kind of horrible. So there is a work around this, so you can actually refresh your page, and when you actually refresh your page, the navigation is actually now different. Now, as you can see, you can go and search, and of course use everything as before. Search for the boards, project filters, and more. So, but it's actually in here, and I'll tell you, it takes some time for it to load. So yeah, because it's still an extension, so it needs it takes time. So first of all, let's go around and let's see what is going on in here. So when I actually click on your work, it actually represents basically your work page that you actually have had in this navigation right here. When you go for the recent, it's actually kind of laggy. And when you go for the recent, it will actually list out all of the most recent things that you have previously worked on. Like, for example, It's gonna list either the project, or is it even going to list the boards as well, and also it's gonna list all of the issues that you have worked on. Now for the start, when you actually click on the start right here, okay, so this is actually kind of laggy, right? So it in here it doesn't really actually give there we go. So in here, this is everything that was started from my side, where it says first week, workload, my dashboard. So all of these things that I have started are basically in here. But what would actually be confusing in here because is I don't know what is in start in here. Is the project start? Is it the filter that is start? Is it the dashboard that has been start? So I don't know which of these things are actually start, what they mean when they are start. So I believe that Atlassian that is going to work on this. So now we have options for the projects, and as you can see, we have the most recent projects in here that are actually being shown. So it's now on the left side, and you can actually go, and when you click on view all projects, it gives you the detailed view of all of the projects that are actually in there. So now when I actually click on filters, I can collapse these projects here. And so now for the filters, I can go ahead where all the filters can be actually checked, but it seems okay. All right, that's interesting. So I have these filters are actually there in here. First week time spent, and I also have my filter. I also have the filter for SSP board, so I can actually either view all of the filters, and I can see all the filters that are actually in there. I can go ahead if I want, I can view all of the issues. So that is also great. I can collapse these projects in here. So I'm going to collapse this as well. Now I have the dashboards where I can go around and where I can select all of the dashboards that I want. So I also have this section for the start dashboards as well. So that is actually pretty interesting. So at first glance, this actually you would probably see a lot of bugs that are actually coming in here, because you gotta realize that basically it's an extension. It's not like native functionality within the Jira, because that extension, of course, is built on code. And when you build something in code, it's really into question how that code has been optimized, and amount of transformation from one navigation bar interface to the another navigation bar interface. I believe that it can have some quite of an impact on the extension itself. So also there is option for the themes. When you go for the themes, you actually can see your themes in here. For the assets as well, you can see all of your assets. I haven't made any of them, so it's actually in there. So for some reason, this view all dashboards is actually basically in here. There is also for plans, where you can view all of the plans. Okay, that's actually kind of interesting. There is also option to view all of your applications. So this is actually pretty great. Now my question is, alright, so you would actually need to click on this, on these three dots, and to explore more apps, to manage my apps, and to view the app requests. So this actually might get confusing, And the question would be, if I would get some app requests, would I get like a number in here that is actually showing? If on the app requests I can see how much of the app requests I see. For example, I have like 10 app requests. The question is if I can see them. Now, this is another interesting thing that you can actually do. That is, you can customize your sidebar. Basically, what if I want my projects to be actually here. I want my filters to be here. I want my dashboards to be here. So I want to be focused on, let's say, on the organizational stuff. And as you can see right here, it actually has changed. All right, so it seems like for the plans, something is not really that great. So also you can manage the sidebar right here. You can also collapse the sidebar, or if you want, you can actually expand it as well. So a lot of options in here. First impressions, of course, it's still buggy. It needs fixing. It needs polishing. But if you actually wanna start to work in this kind of a navigation, yeah, you can start. But I believe it's the best to wait for the official announcement of the release of the new navigation, since this is still in the test phase, because, well, it's using the extension. Alright guys, that is everything from this video. Hope you like it. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Bye bye.